afternoon, friends, on the dais and off the dais, and good afternoon, Chairman of the session. And today, we are presenting the practices which are in existence in the JNTU case system. Now, where we exist in Kakinada, we are located in the coastal Andhra Pradesh, and where in East Godavari, Kakinada is a town of oil refineries now, natural gas refineries, where our institution is available. And our institution, which is called Government College of Engineering, Visakhapatnam, established in 1946. And it has become one of the constituent college of first technological university in the country in 1972, called Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Hyderabad. Then since 2008, it was under the JNTU Hyderabad, which was the state university. And in 2008, it became an independent university and called it as JNTU Kakinada. And we have two constituent engineering colleges, School of Science and Technology and School of Management Studies, School of Pharmacy, and 267 affiliated colleges. 207 are engineering colleges spread across 8 districts of our jurisdiction in the coastal Andhra Pradesh. And about 250,000 students we have all 4 years together. And 20 disciplines in BTech and B Pharmacy, 71 disciplines in master programs, including MBA, MCA, and PhD programs in major engineering disciplines. And the JNTU initiatives, we have recently revised the syllabus in 2013 with outcome-based education parameters. It was agreed upon in Washington Accord, and later NBA has suggested those models for all the 20 engineering disciplines across the affiliated colleges. And we have gone for e-learning practices, virtual labs, and then e-labs or virtual labs, e-studios for industry outreach, and also e-mark on the online evaluation. I will focus only on that today, and the e-LAS training and placements for entire student sector. And we have industry-sponsored labs in the campus. And learning by doing concept, we have a PG program called MSIT with Carnegie Mellon University collaboration. And we have industry-collaborated programs. By Infotech, we run MTech Avionics. And with Seer Academy and NPTEL IIT Madras, we run VLSI MTech. And outcome-based education, everybody knows an outcome is a culmination of demonstration of learning. And with this, the student should be able to write project proposals, complete projects, analyze case studies, give case presentation, show their abilities to think, question, research, and make the decision based on the findings, and be more creative, able to analyze and synthesize information. Accordingly, the assessment system also need to be mapped with these objectives. And we have outcome-based education, curriculum, teaching, learning, and the assessment all together need a change. Now, these are the ABET learning objectives, and then NBA attributes similar to the objectives of ABET, and then external evaluation we have designed for a critical thinking of the student in this approach. And this outcome flow diagram of the student to learn the subject with the defined specified outcomes. And now in the affiliated system especially, we are not bothered about the constituent college students, but affiliated college students, the learnability varies as cosine curve varies. So it is very difficult for a teacher, that too a untrained, unqualified teacher in private environment, to address the issues of the students in a class. And now, give e-learning or self-learning or individual-paced learning tools to the students through teachers with video presentations and the animation, so that teacher can explain with the help of the animated pictures more effectively, and students also absorb the knowledge so quickly. We don't have that kind of teachers who taught us. We don't have that kind of students when we were students. All this quality varies enormously. Now we have 5 initiatives. E-Learn, that is the e-content for teacher as well as the student is provided. It is not a video lecture like NPTEL. It is the material teacher need to use it in the classroom. And E-Labs is a virtual lab like any other IITs through Sakshat. It is connected. It is similar to that. And eStudio is for Global Connect. We can connect virtually the industry to and lab to the classroom virtually through this studio. Live streaming of lectures, archived lectures can be run through studio to all the affiliated colleges. Then eMark is an examination online evaluation, and ELAS is the assessment and training for the making the students employable. And why we need eLearn, everybody knows the shortage of faculty, shortage of qualified faculty. Though paper qualification is there, but they're not qualified enough to teach on the classroom. And then we have a number system also, there is a problem, 1:20 and all that. So even students, there is a problem that they are not interested to pursue the engineering education, but they are forced to do engineering education without interest, without zeal, without goal. That is a major problem. Then the possible solution to address these problems through ICT are teaching learning has to happen beyond the classroom also, and using the available technology like leverage technology, web-based, e-learning, then conferencing facilities for industry connect the industry to the curriculum wherever it is possible. That is called intervention of the industry person through eStudio can be possible, so that he can also teach in the way the industry wants or expects from the students. And virtual laboratory, of course. The e-content, which contains the teacher content, animations, 3D, 2D images, quizzes, assignments, and the concepts, important concepts. All these are available to the teacher, and teacher can use them with OLED projector, or he can use through LCD projector, and he can also use the black or white board. And the students can listen to him, and this content is also available to the student in intranet as well as internet, so that he can revisit that, or in advance he can visit and he can come prepare and understand in a single go. And students need to revisit several times or learn iteratively on their self-paced learning, so it can be possible. And the philosophy is, how many times you visit the content is not important, but at the end of the day, you should be in a position to learn the subject or the knowledge. Then student content, teacher content is available. Other than that, the student content differently prepared, so with some videos and some animations and all that, and he will be given the exercises and the QA, objective type questions also for his practice. And the examples are, real life examples are also taken and inserted into the content, and we give some of the links, hyperlinks of such material available from various universities across the globe. And E-Labs is a virtual lab, everybody knows, from Sakshat channel of NME ICT. All IITs are get connected to that. A similar kind of thing we are also prepared, and we are also getting an MOU signed with NME ICT to share those information to our students. And this virtual lab will really prepare them in confidence building, and also know how to do the procedure, how to conduct the experiment and what is the importance, and then he can walk into the lab and without anybody's help, he can identify the equipment and he can connect them and do it more effectively. So that hands-on experience and skill is missing in the present day can be acquired. And the e-content preparation, the methodology, we involve the faculty of affiliated colleges and the constituent colleges. We prepare the syllabus and the guidelines how to write the storyboard, and the storyboard is written by the Globe Arena employed people. The content preparation is done by them, and the first scrutiny is done by their expert team, and then it will be passed on to our faculty for second and third scrutiny. After the soft copy and pictures, figures, animations are prepared, it will come to JNTU professors, and after their scrutiny with some corrections, the third scrutiny, after the end of the third scrutiny, it will go to the academic committee where chairman, BOS, HOD and concerned teacher sit together and see the flow diagram and all that. Then they will pass that to the Center of Excellence director. He will deploy this content to the private engineering colleges under our
you will have
control.
to complete it fast.
So then monitoring and then feedback, updation, all this is possible. Then this is the version where we have faculty module and student module. And this is the repository where we have in JNTUK with the content management, security, call centers, updates and feedbacks. Then the eStudio is already talked about this by the Globe Arena, and it can be used to connect the globe without mobility of the students. And we can also deliver from the industry the value addition certificates from Oracle or the Microsoft or IBM. Then eMark is an online evaluation where we digitize the question paper, as many 6 universities in the country are already doing. The only difference between them and the present JNTU system is we are not cutting the spine of the script, consists of 32 pages, and we do it with 100 scanners in place, and we come across 12 lakh papers or scripts per semester, and we have 100 systems, and 3 months we have with us, and we can do scanning, and then it can be segmented by the magnetic. Magnetic is assigned the work of scanning. There are 3 companies involved in this, DRS and Globe Arena. DRS for segmenting questions. So evaluation is not per script, the per question. And the uniformity of evaluation will be improved if the teacher values question wise. And these are the JNTU clippings. First one is scanning, second is also a scanning mission, you can see, and then segmentation, third figure, fourth one is the valuers sitting and valuing on screen. And the bottom one are the training, the e-markers or the valuers, how to use this technology. And then the training and placements, we have the capacity building program for TPOs, training and placement officers. Then we give 7 verticals. We give the training for 10 months training for third year and fourth year students without charging any money from them. And we have interim assessments, 4 interim assessments, and then post-assessment. After post-assessment, we do the analysis of each student, student-wise, college-wise, branch-wise, district-wise, all the university-wise. This is the diagram for university-wise. The top one is high talent and high knowledge in subject. Left one is high talent but low knowledge. High knowledge and low talent, and low talent and low knowledge is the bottom, and then the other one. So this way, for third year, fourth year together, third year and fourth year, and we place this to JNTU Career Portal, where the CII and the NASCOM are getting connected to this, and they can pick up based on their choice. And last, this is the last slide. When I visited US last July, I find a newspaper there, and then it was the cuttings of the newspaper. There is a system called AHELO, Assessment of Higher Education Learning Outcomes. It is like our NBA and like that. And they are also worrying about how to improve the teaching quality and also learning outcomes. So they are also bothered about these things. It's not only problem with us, it's a global problem in dearth of faculty members. So even the outcome-based learning are very, very important even in US environment also. So we are also addressing those issues through the curriculum revision. Okay? So we can keep this in mind, and then we can redesign our curriculum across the affiliated engineering colleges run by the universities. So thank you very much for giving this opportunity to the chairman and the members.